In this video, I'm going to show you a little bit more about how to use AI with Bardeen. So as always, we're going to go to our Bardeen Chrome extension here. And here I already have a custom playbook opened, but want to really quickly show you where to find the different AI options and what that might look like. So first off, I'm going to click the plus button, add an action here. And you're going to see several options here. We're going to go over each of these individually, but for this specific one, we're going to focus on AI tools. So we're going to click on this, and you're going to see lots and lots of different options here. So here you'll be able to use AI to do a variety of different things. So we have things like get text from image or PDF. We can categorize data. We can generate a message, especially for emails there. We can get answers about text. We can summarize text. We can also do just a general text with a custom prompt, which is kind of a basic, do your own adventure kind of thing. Each of these, I would recommend going through and just kind of exploring them and seeing what exactly you can do with Bardeen, because there's a lot of different use cases, and some of these may be more helpful to you than others. But either way, it's really, really useful to be able to kind of see what exactly you can do inside of Bardeen. So for example, if we click on our generate text with custom prompt, you'll see a box open up here. We have a couple of different options here, and a lot of these you'll see again and again in some of the different prompts. They're all slightly different depending on their use case, but with all of these you'll see some sort of prompt. So to do this, you can click on your prompt, and then most likely we'll go into custom text, but you can do a manual input as well. And here we can do something like return a message to be used on LinkedIn. Make it under 300 characters. Just as done real quick and easy here. We can also pass through variables as well. So say if we want to make this message specifically about Bob or Susie or whoever it may be, we can tell the prompt that information as well. We can also give it some system instructions here. So if we are specifically saying, hey, we are making this for a LinkedIn post, or we're doing whatever it is that we're doing, we can give the system a little bit of context here so that way it knows what's going on. The next portion here is your temperature. So this is really, really important. And this is a great way to be able to distinguish how strict do you want the AI to be. Do you want it to be very creative, or do you want it to be very strict, kind of black and white, do exactly this, don't deviate very much from that? And you'll see another description here about kind of what that exactly means. But in general, a temperature of 1.0 is very random. It's very, very creative. And a temperature of 0.0 is something that's very, very strict. It's going to follow your order extremely, extremely well. And you could put whatever you want in between that. So if we want to split the difference, we'll say 0.5. We want to be a little creative, but we also want to follow the rules as well. You can determine what amount of temperature is a good level for you. And this is in general a very helpful tool for any sort of AI that you're using, to be able to really judge, how creative do you want it to be, or how strict do you want it to be. And then lastly, if we want, we can actually pull in some images if that is relevant. This isn't something that I use extremely often, but you can technically upload a file or pass it through from a previous step. So that's a quick overview of just some of the things that you can do with AI inside of Bardeen. If you continue watching some of the other videos, I'll show you some of the other sections that you are likely have already seen inside of Bardeen to help you build out better automations. Thanks. Hope that helps.